No, she's not the most played character in ranked, I don't think. I think that's still Chen. I think it's Chen and CAMMY, if I'm not mistaken, are the characters most played in ranked right now. Let me see if I can find the tweet about that, because I definitely liked it, so I definitely saved it. Here we go. So actually, let's just do this right now. Let's just do this here. Character distribution. SF6 character distribution. What players are playing in Street Fighter 6 online? All right, let's just add a new topic in here, shall we? So if you actually look at this over here, I'm not sure how he did this, but he says, I counted the rankings. Count by sub, crossplay, worldwide, no operation requires certified battle. I don't know how he did this, but it says main only population is 970,540 people who earned play points. So that's the number of people who actually got player points. Now, keep in mind that that doesn't mean 970,540 individuals have played. This is probably based off of the number of times the character has been used, right? Because remember, every time you play a character online, you create a new set for that character with player points. So this could mean repeat players. Including those who do not rank. That is 1,533,671 people. But yeah, if you look at this here, this is the distribution of players in terms of skill. Yeah, Chen is always the most played character. Chen is always the most played character. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm just presenting the data as is. I'm not advocating its accuracy. I'm not advocating its anything about that kind of its fidelity. But if you look here, it looks like, and this is interesting here, the most players are in Platinum 1, because I think the placement matches are a little bit too friendly, to be honest with you. So I think a lot of people get shoved into Platinum and they get stuck here, basically. What's interesting is that a lot of people get stuck in the 1 area because you can't drop down. So a lot of people just get stuck at silver 1, bronze 1, and iron 1. Like, you can't drop down until you get to diamond 1. Then you can actually drop back down to platinum. But I think once you're at platinum 1, you cannot drop down, right? So all of these, once you get up, you get stuck there. So I think platinum, I think the placement matches have thrown a lot of people into platinum, and then they just get stuck at platinum 1, basically. I think you can drop to gold from platinum. Can you? I mean, this number would tell me the answer is no, but I don't know. Yes, you can. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So Zilcho says he did. So you can drop down. That's interesting. That's interesting then. Okay. But what's also interesting too is that there is a lot of master players up here. So you can't drop ranks, I think, until you reach platinum, it sounds like. If you're at gold, you cannot drop to silver. Silver cannot drop to bronze. Bronze cannot drop to iron. And iron cannot drop to rookie, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm not 100% sure. Master can't drop. Okay, okay. Half of these masters are Jaywong. Oh, you can drop from gold to silver. Okay, okay. Well, I mean, we're getting a lot of conflicting statements here, so we'll see. Well, I mean, someone will tell me what the official rule is. I don't know. But what's interesting here is the character distribution here. And again, I don't know how he achieved this data. I don't know the accuracy of this data. But Chen, I mean, again, nobody is surprised. Nobody is surprised here. Ken is the most played by character, and by a lot, right? By a lot. And then CAMMY and Ryu, which is interesting to me because I don't think CAMMY is actually that easy to play. I actually think she's really difficult to use at a higher level. But if you look here, it looks like what's interesting is that the number of diamond CAMMYs is a little bit lower than Ryu. The number of diamond CAMMYs actually looks a little lower than some of the other characters, for example. And yeah, CAMMY is definitely aesthetics. There's definitely a lot of that factor in there, obviously, as well. But it's strange because Chun-Li is so far down here. But, I mean, to be fair, Chun is really technical in this game, and there's just something about her animations that look off in this game. But yeah, CAMMY, I joke right now is whenever I say the original 8 Street Fighter characters, it's always the original 9 Street Fighter characters. Even though CAMMY isn't one of the original Street Fighter characters, she might as well be. Because you're never not gonna have CAMMY in a Street Fighter game, I think, at this point ever again. So, like, you know, Capcom obviously made a conscious decision to put all of the 8 original Street Fighter 2 characters in there, and CAMMY, because she's basically an original character. Yeah, Guile and Chun-Li being low is really surprising to me. Yeah, but see, DJ hasn't been in a game since 4, right? So she is hella good, but like I said, I don't think CAMMY is good in that way. I don't think CAMMY is good in that way, Master J Man. Like, I really feel like I mean, I'm obviously biased because I use her, but I don't think she's obvious. Like, I feel like she's harder to make work than, like, Ken, Juri, and Luke, for example. But, yeah, I mean, Juri, obviously popular. Marisa, Manon, obviously very popular. Luke, I mean, the fact that Zangief is this high up is crazy. I almost feel like this is a direct result of me just saying how crap he is early on, and everybody wants to prove me wrong. But, but, Jamie, I mean, a weird jump down right there from Jamie over here. Jamie, DJ, Chun-Li, JP, Kim, E Honda, Gal, Lily, and then kind of a drop down from Blanca to Dalsum. And again, this doesn't surprise me because Blanca and Dalsum have always just been kind of unpopular. But Dalsum's also very hard to use as well. He's a difficult character to use. So I think that's why he's down there. A lot of people just having trouble. I don't know the modern control distribution. I don't know if he has that anywhere. Yeah, I think Dalsum is underrated too. He's like Kimberly. People keep rating those two characters very low. But I think they're ridiculous. But I think the only reason why they're rated so low is because everybody else is so good that they're overshadowing those characters in some weird way. And then you can also see Kim has a very low play percentage. So you just don't see the Kims doing the work as much, I feel like. I don't know what this chart is because I can't read any of this. If there's anybody who actually reads Japanese, I mean, I'm assuming these are all the character names. I'm pretty sure these are all the character names, but I don't know what this chart says. I don't know what this is a pie chart of. Like, what is the title here? Or is this just the percentage that they're being played? Is this the same graph as this, basically? Is this just the same graph, basically? Yeah, okay. I think it's just the same graph. So this is probably Ken, this is CAMMY, this is etc., etc. So it's probably just the percentage of players using that character. And so Dalsum is in the sad, like, 2.1% or something like that. So, okay. There you go. And then he has more charts over here. But again, I don't know. Oh, this is the percentage of characters in these rankings. Oh, interesting. So 10%. So the most diamonds are Ken. Then most masters are Ken, JP, CAMMY, DJ, and then at this point I can't read the names anymore. But Diamond here, Ken's the most. And then, what is this? Oh, is that Jury? That's Jury. What is this one here? Luke? Oh, interesting. There's a lot of Lukes up here. Interesting. But see how, like, in Diamond, CAMMY just has this huge drop-off all of a sudden? Like, in terms of the number of... Oh, that is Lily. Yeah, you're right. That's Lily there. Or maybe. I'm not sure. I wish I could read. Anyways. And then in Platinum here. And then in Gold. And then Silver and Bronze. So that's what it is. Yeah, you see how CAMMY has the most players in Bronze. I'm telling you, man. The CAMMY players aren't finding the success. There's obvious a lot of them in Master, because if you know what you're doing, CAMMY is extremely strong. Extremely strong. Yeah, I know it says Plutinum, but I'm not gonna make fun of that, dude. Like, it's language barriers. It's all good. And then in Iron, there's a ton of CAMMY as well. And then, oh, dude, in Rookie, CAMMY is the highest player base in Rookie. So this actually, see, this is what I mean, right? Like, Rookie, and then second most in Iron, and then second most in Bronze. It's like, she's a hard character to get good with. She's a tough character to get good with. Okay, so this is just more of the same data written out, it looks like. Just with highlights and things. I mean, this is awesome to see. Oh, this, wow, does he actually have a matchup chart? No. Okay, this is just where they're at. This is just the hard numbers that he came up with, basically. These are just the... It's that time again, audio listeners. It's time for Hug That Cat! Mwah. Hi, Nathan. Mwah. Hi, Nathan. Oh. What a good boy. Hi. Hi, boy. Hi, little boy. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Sorry, audio listeners. I'm sure you guys are used to this already, though. All right, you can go, kitty. I'll let you escape. I'll let you escape. Hi, buddy. All right. So that's the distribution of characters in the game. I feel like it makes sense a lot, but as you can see, Kimberly is actually really very, very lowly played, I guess I can say it that way. So that's awesome. More cat emotes. Got salt there. Yeah, Kimberly that's the thing, is she gets difficult for sure a little bit in the higher levels, because her neutral is a little suspect. I was saying so much during the open beta where everyone was like, Kimberly is broken! And trust me, a character does not become unbroken just because they lose the EX, right? Because her offense is still the same. I won half of my matches without ever needing to use an EX get off me move. I just don't think a lot of people are playing her weirdly enough. I remember when her trailer first debuted at EVO, everybody was like, this is my main, this is my main, this is my main, 100% this is my main, and then nobody played her. Because I just think a lot of people find it difficult to use a character like Kimberly, because she is a Bushin kind of character. And the other trickiest thing about Kimberly, she has no safe move on block, right? That's one of the trickiest things about her, is that she has very, very few ways to be safe on block. So, like, for example, if you do strong into fierce, the only thing you can do is cancel into run, step off of them, and jump away. And you basically have to pray that the opponent doesn't know that if you cancel fierce into run, you can interrupt it every single time with a jab, right? Then you have to have the hard read of going into the slide to frame trap them. The good Kimberly players won't put themselves into that situation. And then I just think her mix-up is the most potent there is. She can, on a normal normals, but a lot of her, like the strong fierce in particular, is very punishable on block. If you just do a single move, most of the time she's safe, but she loses her turn. It's ODDP. You're talking about the spin kick, the cross jump. Are you talking about how you can do the tiger knee air one and go over your head and hit you from the other side? Because that you can crouch. So be careful. If you ever do tiger knee spin kick, if your opponent knows, they just crouch and it just misses and you die. You die a very, very horrible death. So you have to be careful of that, and it's only the air one that can cross up like that. So, but it is still useful. It is still useful thanks to spray can bombs and everything like that. So, yeah, mid-screen, she's not very strong. That is 100% true. But quarter, she's ridiculous. She's ridiculous. I guess it's probably also because I came from Lucia, and Lucia is like the same character, except worse. Lucia also didn't have any safe on block moves. Her mid-screen was like D- tier, and her corner was like S tier. So, coming from Lucia to Kimberly, and just experiencing all of the joy that I have that Kimberly is so much better than Lucia. Maybe that might be the reason why I think she's so strong. Yeah, this is the reason why I think Kimberly is so strong, is because outside of DJ, I really think she might have the best drive rush in the game, because her drive rush moves her so far and so fast. And if you actually test it, like try this in training mode with your character, raw drive rush and hit a button. A lot of characters don't keep a lot of their momentum off with certain buttons. Capcom literally can decide which moves keep the momentum and which ones can't. And Kimberly keeps momentum on a lot of buttons, in particular her crouching medium kick. Okay, fair, Jury, fair, Jury. I forgot about Jury drive rush. Yeah. Yeah, not having a wake up is definitely annoying, but I mean, isn't that kind of true for a lot of characters too, right? I mean, she's not the only one like that, or is other people's level 1s better? I mean, also another character I played was Zangief, so like I just feel like she's already has more than some other characters do. So the reason why I think Kim is so strong is because I keep playing worse characters. I mean, Stubby Normals is absolutely her weakness. And good, because if she didn't have Stubby Normals, she'd be broken. She'd be broken, to be honest. But in any case, I'm not going to sit here and talk about Kimberly. I'm just going to have to go take her online and play her and see how I do, see if I end up having a lot of trouble with that character compared to CAMMY. CAMMY's just weird because she has to be so fundamental based. Your whiff punishes have to be really good, and your footsies just have to be really, really strong. If you're not into, like, I don't feel like CAMMY has, like what's CAMMY's gimmick, right? Like, how does she just steal games from you, right? It's hard. I feel like it's hard for CAMMY to steal games from you because she doesn't really have her drive rush is bad. Like, her drive rush is actually legit kind of bad. She doesn't get momentum on any of her buttons. She doesn't get any momentum on any of her buttons. The most momentum she gets is off of standing heavy punch, and that's -1 on block. So if you do drive rush into standing fierce with CAMMY, you don't even get a throw, right? If the opponent mashes jab, the only way you can beat it is with your own 4-frame button. So if you drive rush heavy punch, if you try to throw, their light punch will beat you. So I just feel like CAMMY has problems in that way. She doesn't have a good drive rush button that she can cancel into that just kind of gives her plus frames and mix up. Her dive kick alone is great for sure. That is the thing that is her gimmick. But I don't feel like it's a robbery mechanic, you know? Like Jury's just like fireball drive rush, and you're like, well, DJ's just like drive rush, and you're like, well, Ken just Kens, and you're like, well, you know, like I don't feel like CAMMY is like that. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. So definitely the dive kick is very strong. Thank you for the sub, Van Horn. Appreciate that. So that's just the thing. Like I know I've downplayed CAMMY a lot in the past. That was Street Fighter 4, and I understand it's because a lot of it came from the fact that she just didn't play the way I wanted her to play. But in this game, like, I don't care. Like, I'm gonna play her the way that she needs to be played. But I feel like she requires so much more fundamental strength than a lot of the other characters do. And again, that's not me saying that she's a bad character, because I think in the hands of someone like Punk, like, she's clearly like top 5 at that point. In fact, I even practically have her top 5 already. I think she's 6th best in my tier list right now. So, I mean, she's not that far off already as it is. But I just don't think she's as free as a lot of other characters. So, yeah, you could say the same thing about Geef and Itazan, but everybody knows that Geef is not good. Oh, poor Zangief. Anyways, let's move on here. Let's talk about some other stuff here. Who's my top 5 right now? Asked Master J-Man. My top 5 is Ken, Luke, Jury. And then this 4th one is the big, what are you thinking, James? But this is just me, because I really honestly think this. Blanca is number 4, JP is number 5, and CAMMY is number 6. That's where I have it right now. That's where I have my top 6 at this moment. I just think Blanca's busted, dude. Like, I think Blanca's ridiculous. So, okay. I don't know. Some people tell me that Blanca's not even like in the upper half, and I'm like, you're nuts, dude. You're nuts. This character is clearly super, super good. All right, let's do this over. Hi, it's that time again. Hi, Nathan. Rub your head against the mic. Here he goes. Nathan, are you hungry already? You haven't even got to the point where I ended the show yet. Usually you know. Hi. Mwah. Mwah. All right, here we go. Nathan is top 3 in Street Fighter 6. He's all right. He's kind of a Ken scrub, but, you know, he's doing well.